Yeah, okay. So, adult education centers in Georgia. Adult education centers in Georgia, we started establishing in 2006, and it was a one-time project, and it was directed on ethnic minority integration. And when it finished in 2008, unfortunately we had this invasion in 2008 from the Russia, when 20% of Georgian territories got occupied, and since then, in 2009, the European Union approached us once again to open 4 more adult education centers. By the end of 2012, we discovered that already we have 6 adult education centers, and then Lali, who is presented here, decided, why don't we give it a try and make for every region 1 adult education center to showcase the importance of adult education centers in Georgia and their importance for non-formal education for the adults. So, sorry. So now this is the map of our centers in Georgia. As you can see, the red squares are the centers that are already operating, and the blue ones are those that are planned this year and the next, and then the next year. So the blue one south to the one that is on top in north is the one that will be ready by the end of this year, and the one on top in Uzbekistan will be, we hope, by the end of next year. So in total, in Georgia, by the end of next year, we are going to have 15 adult and community education centers. These are some of the buildings that we have in Georgia of Adult Education Center, but most importantly, here, just to give you an idea what are we working with in the beginning. The top picture is the center, Adult Education Center in Jvari, and the director of that center is right now here with us, Maya. And this is the way the center looked in 2009. The one on the left corner from you and right from you is the center that is located in Haragauri. And this is another example how we try to change not only the buildings, the environment, but also the attitude of the people. The building to the left is the former cell of the preliminary detention of the police department in the Soviet times. So people sometimes, we have beneficiaries who are coming and who used to sit as prisoners in those cells, and they try to come to grasps that once they were in this small cell, and you can see the window that we cut out. And the top of the window, this is how it looked. Now, we have wide windows, we have lots of sunshine inside, but once it looked like that. And the one on the top right corner for me is the center that are right now under renovation, and it looks like this. Actually, it looked like this about 2 weeks ago. I hope now it's better. So, still have to go there next week, so to do some monitoring. And what do we offer in our centers? We offer in our centers so-called adult learning pack. It's nothing. It's not like that the beneficiary can pick up one of the adult education programs from the suitcase, but also they can, if they attend any of the programs, they are free. And they are able to participate in any other program that is listed that is put in the suitcase here. And this is a pack. This is a know-how, and everyone who is attending, for instance, vocational education class can easily attend personality development class, financial literacy class, youth participate in youth programs or sports programs, in cultural education. And to give you the idea, this is, yes, once again, the same list of adult learning pack that we have in our centers, and this is program by program what do we offer in our centers, and it's just an example. Of course, the list of the programs and the classes that we offer is wider and bigger, and one very important thing that we have in our when we work with our centers in the regions is that DVV, as the head office, doesn't decide anything. All the programs, all the classes, all the activities, all the courses are coming from the centers themselves. They are the ones who decide what is needed on the ground, and they respond to the needs of beneficiaries. Sometimes they have surveys, sometimes they have questionnaires, sometimes they are approached by a certain number of community members who are looking for this or that adult education opportunity, and they are open to that, and they, with the help of DVV International, offer those classes. One more thing that I would like to mention that all the centers that were listed on the map are all independent non-governmental organizations. So not only the funds that they receive funds not only from DVV International Georgia, but also they are free to apply to any donor organization, and this is something that helps them to be as sustainable as possible. This is a list of some of the vocational classes that we have in our centers. Of course, I eliminated all the pictures that we had here, so not to take up too much of your time and give some floor so to Maya. Civic education, public lectures, making community representatives as active as possible in identifying their social, political, economic needs, and for that need we have created women's club, youth clubs, councils that are working with the local municipalities, and local municipalities gladly invite our representatives in the different municipality working groups, and this is something that we are proud of, and almost no decision is made locally without our participation, or the participation of our centers, of course. Cultural education, theater visits. Theater visits is one very interesting thing that we have in our centers, because not as far as we work in mostly rural areas, not every center, not every community has the opportunity and the they are not available. The participants are not cannot attend certain cultural activities. So what we do, we not only invite them to the theaters located in the big cities, but also sometimes we take the theaters and take the plays to the locations that our centers are working. Financial education. Financial education is yet another challenge that we had, and we started this program with another German organization, Sparkasse Stiftung and Sparkasse Georgia, and all of our trainers are trained by the Sparkasse representatives, and we offer those directions in our adult education and community education centers. Youth and sports, this is a very important part of our activities, and we have volunteers. We have volunteers from Germany, from Slovakia, from United States, from New Zealand, from Australia, and we're proud of it, and we're proud that locals living in the small rural areas are able to communicate, to widen their mindset, and also exchange knowledge, skills, and culture with the volunteers. In total, since 2006 to 2011, we had 250,000 beneficiaries, which is a very big number. We think so, based if we count that the total population of Georgia is 3.5 million people. But not only that, we also try to make our centers as sustainable as possible, and in all of our centers we have social enterprises, and social enterprises are market-oriented organizations who try to attract additional income to the center, so they are available and free for the beneficiaries that are applying for different activities. During the pandemic, what we faced was initially the decreasing number of participants, but we managed to react quickly and swiftly to the needs of the beneficiaries, and we started providing online classes. And now all of our centers, they provide hybrid classes, so they have both the online classes, and they also have the in-person classes, where sometimes classes consists of both online participants and the beneficiaries that are sitting in the class. So this is it that I wanted to say in a nutshell, and now I will give the floor to Maya, who will just tell us about some success stories some success stories and the environment that has been changed since 2009 when the Adult Education Center was opened in Zalenjiha municipality in Jvari. I would like to underline that Zalenjiha municipality and Jvari Community Education Center is located just 15 kilometers from the Russian occupied territory, and there's one big challenge for the center to stay afloat, to operate. And up until 2017, even we couldn't attract international volunteers because international organizations had restrictions because of the vicinity of the conflict zone or the Russian occupied territory. But through a very successful work that Maya has been doing there since 2009, many international organizations changed their policies, and now we have many international volunteer organizations who are working with Maya as well. Michael.
Maya, we need 1 minute
Okay.
to grab the headphones and to have a chance to listen and understand. Very good.